We are here once again to discuss International Medicine Day. So today we are celebrating International Veterinary Medicine Day, and we have Dr. Siddhant with us. And we are going to understand how medicine and diagnostic plays a very crucial role in taking care of your pets. So Dr. Siddhant, as we are celebrating International Medicine Day, so I thought it would be best to discuss more about diagnostics, more about veterinary medicine and its role in terms of treating the pets. So can you shed some light?
So first of all, I would like to wish all the viewers a very happy International Veterinary Medicine Day from the entire Petville team. And to begin with, I just want to say that when we think about veterinary medicine, the first thing that comes to our mind is treating pets. But it's more than just treating pets. Veterinary medicine is also about securing the health of the animals as well as the humans that are dependent on them, either emotionally or commercially or in many ways.
Right.
So veterinary medicine is a big umbrella under which we secure both animal as well as human health. And that's where the veterinarians play a very important role. So that's why today we see a lot more development in this field as compared to maybe a decade ago.
Yeah, true. And it is very important to understand the diagnostic part as well when you are writing a prescription. I have seen customers getting little reluctant when we talk about getting the CBC done or an LFT, KFT done. So it is, I feel that it is very different. When we catch a flu, we don't necessarily need to go for a CBC, right? But when it comes to a pet, a viral infection can be fatal at times, right? So how important is the diagnostic part, and for you to ascertain the medication, how important it is for you to have a proper report in place?
Well, when it comes to treating pets, diagnosis becomes very important because it saves you a lot of time. It saves you from unnecessary hassle. When I say unnecessary hassle, I mean giving treatment blindly to patients without knowing the actual cause of it.
Right.
So if you save time and invest a little in knowing what the actual cause is, we'll be able to treat your pets more specifically. And the results will be outstanding if we know the cause.
Right.
And I think the same practice goes on in human medicine.
Yes.
That they first go for diagnosis and then they go for a specific treatment.
True.
So it's always best to diagnose the condition that your pet has and then prescribe the necessary treatment.
Also, what I have observed in certain cases, like in tick fever, the medication goes for a very long duration.
Correct.
And how important it is for the customers to follow the protocols and follow the duration and give the treatment religiously for the pet to be absolutely disease-free.
Well, in tick fever, the treatment goes on for a very long time, almost 21 days.
That's what.
And that we give it for such a protracted period of time because the organism stays in the body.
Yeah.
And if the treatment is not followed through, it may relapse in the future. So we ensure that the tick fever doesn't come back in your pets, and that's why we want your pets to be free of that organism.
Right. So it is very important for the customers to understand if there is a treatment given and there is a duration mentioned.
Yes.
It's always best if you are facing some sort of a challenge, it's always good to consult your vet. If you're not able to feed your pet medicine orally, we can send it, we can do an IV treatment and injectables. So it's always good to consult your vet, speak about your challenges and get the treatment done as per the protocol.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And also, doctor, few days back we saw a case wherein the cat was having diarrhea and also there was blood in the stool. And there was no proper diagnosis done, and that is the reason she had a very long history of the same symptom going on. So it was about 2 years that she was having the symptom of blood in the stool. So I feel as a vet, when you are recommending certain tests, how important it is for the customers to do it in the duration or the time frame mentioned by the vet. And what will be the repercussions if the certain tests are not done on time?
So you see, that case is a classic example of what I mentioned before, how important diagnostics are. So the sooner you diagnose what your pet has, the sooner we can treat them. So in this particular case, this cat had chronic diarrhea for a very long time, almost 2 years. and intermittently she was also passing blood in the stool. A couple of checkups did not really give a conclusion as to why that is happening. But later when we went for a specific PCR panel on her samples, we came to know that she has a very long-standing infection which needs to be treated as soon as possible.
Right.
And it has to be treated specifically. So if this was done a bit earlier, then we would have reached the diagnosis quite before she experienced so much blood.
And I think it's very different from what a cat experiences versus what a dog experiences. Dogs can be expressive when it comes to pain,
Correct.
but cats, they generally hide the
Correct.
pain, right?
That's
Unless like they are like too
Correct.
much into it and they are like now it's difficult for them to
Yes.
show.
That's right. Cats are good at hiding their symptoms, and cats generally being independent animals, they don't really express much. They are emotional, but when they are experiencing pain, they'll only choose to hide rather than come out into the open and express themselves.
Right.
So it's important to get a thorough physical exam done from your pet. And if a symptom like that is seen, blood in stool is a very disturbing symptom, you should instantly seek help from a veterinarian and diagnose what exactly is going on.
Yeah. So what we're trying to say is it's always good to check with your vet unless you are not your vet yourself. You should not take decisions and you should always rely on expert advice, and proper diagnosis and treatment should be followed. Medicines, diagnosis plays a very important and crucial role in maintaining health of your pet. Anything else you would like to add, doctor?
I think all of you should be aware of these things that we discussed in this video and also follow through and make sure